Are we live? Is the mic still muted?
It doesn't say it's muted no more.
Where did you see that?
Right there where it says it's recording.
Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Tyler and Paula show. I'm Paula.
And I'm Tyler.
And tonight it's going to be season 2, episode 5. We're calling this one Busy Bee because, well, we have been some busy bees here lately. We have not, as you know, had a lot of time to do our show. We have been running around like chickens with our head cut off. But we do have a lot of fun things in store for you guys tonight, and we're hoping that we'll be able to get back into doing this again, every Sunday. I have recently started a new job where I was working literally like almost every day because they didn't have a day person, so I was their day person. But they just completely updated the schedule and hired a bunch of people and everything. So now I'm going to have Sundays off for sure. So I'm excited to get back into doing our podcast because it's been a while. It's been a hot little minute. And Tyler's got a few things he wants to share with you guys. I'm sure he's pretty excited about. But before we do that, we'd like to do our little session that we always do at the beginning, which is light up with Tyler and Paula. So if you are joining us today, go ahead and light up with us. We are going to turn off our camera for just a minute. You'll still be able to hear us. We didn't even finish blowing off or blowing up all the fireworks. Like, there was still a ton left. When I tell you, they bought like a whole freaking tent. They bought like a whole freaking tent. They had this building on the top of their hill that's called like an office, and they filled this office up. Like, this whole back wall and side wall was just filled with these huge boxes, like 20 round big cannon boom shots. Like, it was great. It was fucking great. We shot off a ton of them, and it just got to the point where it was getting late, and my baby, she was getting tired, so we left, and she fell asleep on the way home. And then, so as soon as she fell asleep, we stopped by my work because they were shooting off fireworks, so we stopped in there. We had a bunch of fireworks that my dad and my sister gave us, so we shot off a bunch of fireworks there, and we had another little fireworks show, had some beers. It was pretty nice. And then we went home, and kids went to bed. We shot off another big firework, and then we went to bed.
And shot off more fireworks the next day.
Mm-hmm. Yep, sure did. That shit was fun. I really wanted to go. We went to this place last year. It was called Shake the Lake. It was really cool. They do like the fireworks show over the lake, but unfortunately, that day we kind of missed it because, like, I thought it was going to be on the 4th. Of course, why wouldn't you do the fireworks on the 4th? But no, they did it over the weekend, and I was working over the weekend, which I got off in time, but he had to work and he couldn't get off. And then on top of that, it started like really bad storming that night. Good thing
we didn't go.
And so I was thinking, well, they're not going to do it. Well, guess what? It stopped raining just long enough for them to do the fireworks.
Yeah, I'm still glad we didn't go. Standing in the rain, waiting with all them people and all the mud.
Yeah, it was really cool last year. Like, it was a really fun experience. Like, so Melina went and spent 2 weeks in Memphis, and her lolly brought her back. And the plan was for her lolly to stay and go to Shake the Lake with us. But she wound up leaving, and we wound up having the wrong day. And it was just a huge overall fucking disaster with Shake the Lake. But our 4th of July still turned out pretty decent. I had fun. I had some beer. I haven't drank in a really long fucking time, and I had like 4 beers, and I was feeling really good.
Came home and went straight to bed.
I came home, and I did. I laid in the bed, and Tyler came there and got me. And he's like, "Hey, you want to see this last big firework?" And I was like,
No. That's not how it went. That's how you know. That's how you know she been drinking. My whole idea was whenever I got home, I was going to show off the big firework because we waited because we went to her work afterwards and everything, and then we came home and I'm unloading everything, and as I'm unloading everything, she goes and sneaks off to the bedroom. And I have it all set up, and I was like, where's she at? And I go back to the bedroom. She's laid down, and she even said at work, 30, 40 minutes prior to this, yes, when we get home, we'll shoot off the big firework. When we get home, we'll shoot off the big firework. Well, she fell asleep. I woke her up and we shot off the big firework.
I didn't fall asleep. I was just laying there. And like I said, I had, like 4 beers. First time I'd had, 4 beers in a while. And so while I was laying there, I got,
I think the audience likes you better than me. We'll start talking. We dropped 3 viewers.
I'm sorry, I'm loud. I don't know if they can hear you. Can y'all hear him? If y'all can hear me, I know y'all can probably hear me. Give me a thumbs up. If you can hear him, give me a thumbs up. If you can't, give me a thumbs down. I would like to see, because I'm pretty sure y'all can hear me because I'm pretty loud, but he's kind of quiet. So,
I mean, I'm talking, I think, pretty good,
Honey, I'm still having trouble hearing you. I don't want you to yell, but do I sound like I'm yelling?
No.
Anyways, it's been fun. 4th of July was fun. I hope y'all had a good 4th. We went out with a bang. But yeah. So I went out of town. I told y'all that, Melina spent 2 weeks in Memphis 2 weeks ago now. Well, that first week I spent in Memphis with her. We spent at my mom's house. That was fun. I'll just give y'all a little inside scoop. Not too much, because if I tell y'all too much of what went on, y'all might want to go see a therapist afterwards. So I'll keep it to a minimum. But so we went to go hang out with my mom. She lives, all the way in Memphis, and we live all the way in Chattanooga. So those are good, like 5-6 hour difference. So we were there for the first, I want to say 5-6 days. It was pretty good. It was a pretty good day, pretty good, almost week. We went to the zoo. We spent a lot of time with our family. We watched movies. We played. And my mom, she works a lot. She works a lot. She works 12-hour shifts, almost every day, 7 to 7, every day. It's crazy. So she has 2 really big dogs, and they both have long fur, and it's white. And then she also has 2 cats. And, she can take care of her, her house and everything. But, while I was there, I was just like, let me just do some stuff for her. Let me help her out. So, I just go and I start deep cleaning her kitchen and, kind of organizing, straightening up her recipe books and cleaning off the shelves, just kind of doing a few things for her, just trying to help her out, because she just doesn't really have time to do those extra things. She keeps a clean house, she's tidy and everything, but, those little extra things, it just kind of makes you feel a little bit better, whenever you walk into your home, to see those little extra things just kind of tidied up. So that's what I was trying to do while I was there. I was like, you know what? I'm going to help her out a little bit. I'm going to, straighten up in here. I'm going to clean that other room up there. She has this other room, and she has a bed in there, a queen size bed. And then she has a crib in there, and then dressers and stuff like that. Well, the way it was set up, it was just kind of not really functional. And I mean, she uses that room quite often. The dogs go in there and they lay on the bed, they pretty much claim that bed, that's their bed. And that's where her guests stay whenever she has guests, and whenever I bring my kids over, my baby, she'll sleep in the baby bed. Melina used to sleep in that baby bed, and now Melina and I will sleep in the big bed. That's kind of how we did it. So when I was in there, I was just like, let's just make this a little bit more functional for her whenever she gets in here, because she has storage and stuff in there. So I cleaned her closet, straightened up her closet. She had this shelf in there. It used to be my shelf, but it's just this plastic shelf thing you just kind of hook together and stuff. And it's just been falling apart. It's just been it's really easy to fix. It just takes a couple little clicks and a little bit of straightening. And it's just never been done. I've been there for the past 3 years. That whole shelf has just been falling apart. So while I was there, I was just like, you know what? One of those little extra things. Let me fix this little shelf. I did. I straightened it up. I made a whole new place to put all her books and in papers and folders and binders and stuff. Organized a whole ton of shit. And then, like I was telling you, she has 2 dogs with long white fur. Let me tell you, her carpet's dark. She has dark carpet. So that white fur, it just sticks into everything. And it's really hard to get up. So when I was there, I deep clean vacuumed. I vacuumed, and then I vacuumed again, and then I vacuumed again. And then I made sure that shit was up. And I made that carpet look fucking good. And so it was really nice. And then I went in there, and she gave my kids a bath one day, and I love Melina. I do. But her thing with water is just unreal. She flooded that bathroom. I don't know what she was doing in there, but she flooded the dang bathroom. So I went in there, and after I got them out of the bath and everything, I wound up, cleaning that up. And then I went a little bit further. I was like, you know what? Let me clean her bathroom a little bit. I straightened up and organized her little closet and her little laundry area where she's got her washer and dryer and everything. And, I was just trying to be helpful. And, she thanked me for everything. It was really nice. She was really happy that I did these things for her and everything. And then, hang on.
She was talking more than she was sucking.
Dang, get out of here with that shit. So anyways, and then comes Saturday. So we're supposed to leave on Sunday, right? On Sunday, we're supposed to be going to Tyler's parents' house, her Lolly and Pop. So we were supposed to go there, and then he was going to come pick me up on Sunday, and then she was going to spend the week, with Lolly and Pop. Well, Saturday comes. Let me try and remember this as best as I can for you guys. This is where it gets ugly. Okay, I'm gonna try and spare you all the real ugly details. But
run away.
Hang on, let me finish this cigarette because I feel like I'm gonna need one after this. So as I told y'all, we had spending a lot of time, we had been spending a lot of time with our family and our cousins and everything. And Melina was getting to hang out with her cousins and everything. Well, Saturday comes and we have a plan to go to the water park and all that good stuff. So we were waiting on like a reply, like an answer from them to know like when and where, because this was a water park over by their house. And so we were just going to kind of go together with them and everything. So about 11:30 comes around. Zoe's hungry. She wants a bottle. I give her a bottle. Well, what happens after a baby gets a bottle? They like to nap. So what happens? She falls asleep. So I go upstairs. I lay her down. While she's laying down, I go and do a few other things, clean around a little bit. It's probably been about maybe 30, 40 minutes. So I'm like, you know what? She's still laying down. Let me just lay down in the bed and just kind of relax for a little bit because I've done a lot today. So I wound up laying up there and I wound up falling asleep. About another maybe 30, 40 minutes goes by, not even an hour. My mom comes in there and she goes, oh, they just messaged me. They're ready. And I was like, I sat up and I looked at Zoa. I was like, well, Zoa's still sleeping because our original plan was to wait until after Zoa to, woke up from her nap. And then that's when we were going to go.
Camera's going to go off for a little bit.
Okay. what do you want? I was like, I still have a bunch of my stuff in here. And she's like, well, what stuff? And I started listing off, the things that I still had left over. I went and grabbed that stuff, carried it outside, sat it outside, went back to go get the rest of the stuff. And she slammed the door in my face. And she has 2 doors. She slammed the first door, then slammed the other door. And I started knocking on the door. And then she opens the door up, like the first door, like where the other door is still shut. It's like a glass metal security door, so you can kind of see through it.
Screen door.
No, it's not a screen. It's glass and metal, like glass and iron, and it's got the little lock on it. My mom's outside security door. Yeah. Anyway, so she can see me through that, and she's looking at me. She's like, "What is it?" And then I look over there, and like literally behind her, I have this like really nice tumbler coffee cup that I love. And it was sitting on the counter. I was like, for one, my coffee cup is right there. She turns around and grabs it. When she does, she opens the door and then like acts like she's about to chunk it at me. And I was like, please go ahead and chunk that at me while I'm holding my child. Hit my child. See what happens. I will call the police. And it just got really bad. Like she wouldn't give me what I needed. Like I still had stuff in there that I still didn't get everything. Melina was sitting out in the front yard crying. My toys are in there. Grandma won't let me get my toys. And I'm like, well, I started crying because I was so mad and so frustrated. She just called me all these names in front of my children, threatened to hit me in front of my children, and then locked us outside more than once, me and my children, in this fucking 90-something degree weather with all of our fucking shit. It was something that could have been avoided, but she just
Did I ever tell you that she called me?
When
my mom got there and y'all left and everything.
My mom called you?
Mm-hmm.
No, you didn't tell me that.
It was a very, very brief conversation. She called me and everything, and at this point...
What did she tell you?
And at this point, like, I already know everything that's went on because you told me to on the phone with you outside. And she started telling her side story and whatnot. And it's pretty the same. Everything was going good. And then she wanted to go to this place, and Zoe was sleeping. And she was like, I asked Paula if it was okay if me and Melina went. I was like, and what did she say? She said, well, then go. I was like, well, Miss Christie, that meant no. Don't go. And she was just kind of like,
what?
And I was like, if Paula's like, yeah, go, and there's a tone in her voice and everything, it means don't go. If you go, that's gonna piss her off. I was like, that's probably where she got mad in the first place. And I was like, and then you proceeded to go, which probably pissed her off even more. So by that time, whenever you came and talked to her, I told her, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna be honest. I was like, I don't care if you brought her like $100. It was like, I love you. Let's go. At that point, you already pissed her off.
It's OV.
And you should have just waited. and then she was trying to tell me, to make sure that I tell Melina.
See, this is why me and my mom always fought. It's because she never figured that out. She never figured that out with me or my dad. Sorry, checking on the baby. Baby mom, she's still up. She's trying to crawl around her little crib. We almost have a crawler now. She's 7 months old. Can't freaking believe it.
But she was just, saying how she could, went back there and picked you up. I was like, well, that wasn't, the point. The point was that you was going to leave. And honestly, I think that somewhere in here, it triggered something for my bad memory of the circus.
Why?
Because you woke up and they weren't there and whatnot. And
no, she came and woke me up and told me that they were going to go ahead and go because they were ready.
But that was, the whole leaving without you and everything.
And she said, well, we're going to go ahead and go because they're ready to go. And I was like, well, Zoa's probably going to wake up any minute. And then she looked at me and she goes, well, she could sleep for hours. And I was like, okay, but she's already been asleep for a little over an hour and a half.
That's what she said, strike one, because, she should have just waited.
I said, well, I was like, okay, well, she's already been asleep for a little over an hour and a half. And she's like, well, they're ready now. So we're going to go ahead and go. And then we'll just come back and pick you up later. And then at that point, I was just like, okay, whatever. Just go ahead and go.
Yep. See? That means don't go. It's confusing.
And then that's when she went and put the bathing suit on Melina, and they went downstairs, and I heard her making her tea, and I think her dropping the ice cubes in the cup is pretty loud because it's one of those metal cups. I think that's what woke Zoe up, because right when she did that, Zoe popped a little head up. I went, started making those little noises. I went over there and picked her up. Went downstairs, and I was like, Zoe is awake. And you're walking out the door. Yeah, it was frustrating. But Tyler's mother did come to the rescue and come pick up me and my children because, like I said, we were sitting outside in the hot ass heat. So she came and saved us like a freaking angel. And then
I was 7 hours away, so
and then dealt with my crazy little situation and my crazy children for the next almost 30 something hours. And then my love showed up. Yeah. And it was wonderful because I knew I was going home soon. And I'm so happy to be home. And I came home and I literally worked for 2 weeks straight with no break. Today is my first day off in 2 weeks. It's been nice. As you can see, I'm still in my pajamas. Like, it's been great. I have not done shit today when I needed to do shit. Actually, I take that back. I have done stuff. Let me tell you what I've done, because this leads into something that I'm really excited about starting. So I've been creating a business plan because I am creating a new business. I know.
Another one.
All right, DJ Khaled. Another one. I'm creating another business. Now, this one is going to be totally different than what I've done before. It's going to be a little bit the same, but a little bit different. So, in case you haven't heard, there are these things floating around that are called loaded teas. Or they're not all bad. Some are actually really good. Ours are going to be fantastic. So we are going to open up a loaded tea shop. It was my idea. I've been doing all the, typing out on the computer and business planning and everything. Tyler's been, like my person that I've been to talk to, and he gives me a little bit of advice.
The teas. She drinks the teas. And a lot of people like the teas. I'm not a big fan of the teas, but
it is very nutritious and delicious.
There'll be other stuff at the store that
Yes, there's going to be other things. Like, we're going to have protein shakes, we're going to have coffees, we're going to have kid drinks, we're going to have smoothies. And I'm even thinking about doing something a little bit different. Say it on here because I don't want anybody to see this and take my ideas. But we're going to do something a little bit different that other loaded tea shops don't do. So I'm excited about that because it's going to be a little bit of a twist. And I'm excited. But I was thinking about doing a brick and mortar business. But Tyler's mother has given me this idea, and I think I'm going to take it and run with it. So she told me a long time ago, probably about a year ago now, to open up a loaded tea shop. And I never really had them up until this year, and I have become addicted to them. So
addicted.
They're so good. They are expensive, but they are good, and they are worth every flipping penny. Because if you like to drink Red Bulls, my God, you're going to like these because they taste better. There's much more of it. They last longer. They're colder. There's just everything is better about it. There's just, you can change it up. Healthier, way healthier. Golly, I could go off and list everything, why it's healthy, what all's in it and everything, but I'm not going to do that because I don't want to bore you guys. But if you are interested, please just go ahead and message me and I will give you all the good details about it, because I am right now in the process of opening up my loaded tea shop. It's going to be awesome because it's going to be like a truck. I'm going to make it like a food truck kind of thing. and like go to different places and everything. I'm gonna make it portable. So I'm also gonna do it to where it's like online, so you can purchase like pre-made kits, kits that you like make at home. Like excuse me, it has like all the little ingredients in this little package, and it tells you, you know, the directions and how to do it. It's really easy. It's only like 4 or 5 steps. It's very easy, very simple. Put it in there, mix it up, hot water, ice, water.
I have another thing you can do too if you're doing all that. You can go to different like vendors, like at the fair, and and all these, they have all the vendors and everything.
Yeah, but until I can get a truck, my idea is I'm gonna get like one of these tents or whatever, one of those things I can fold up and put in the trunk of my car, and then get like a cooler that I can put ice in, something that I can carry like some warm water in, so that I can stir the ingredients up really good, and then do it. Just kind of make it like a portable little thing. That's probably how I'm gonna start it until I can get a truck. But I'm really excited about that. I'm thinking, thinking about there's just so many different things that I can do with it. It's just been blowing my mind, all the different like ways this is gonna make an impact in our community and in our lives. I don't think he's as excited about it as I am.
I'm excited about it, but not as excited as you're excited about it.
This is going to be, I really believe this is going to be life-changing. Like, I've told him, and I've told y'all, and I've told several people, like, I've always wanted to have, like, a business, like, something that I can create, a legacy, a generational, sorry, that's the word I was looking for, generational wealth out of, something that I can pass down to my kids, because eventually, I want to build this into something. But the reason I'm going to do it portable for now is because we don't know how much longer we're going to stay in Dayton. We may have an option available in the future to move to Kentucky. So we may do that. We will have more family there because here we only have my dad and my sister. And although I do love my dad and my sister, we work a lot. They work a lot. My 5-year-old, she does not have a lot of cousins here. She doesn't have a lot of, like all she has is really her school friends. And during the summer, they're busy doing stuff, It's more of like family time during the summer. And I feel like, this place in Kentucky would be perfect because, it would be around family. She would have cousins that she can go play with, one that is actually her age, that we could go to the lake. We could go and do a ton of stuff. Like, I just feel like it would be really good for us. So with it being a portable business, I could easily move it to Kentucky if we move to Kentucky. And then if we wind up wanting to stay there, eventually build a brick and mortar place after, establishing our business completely and making sure that we're profiting enough to be able to do that. But Tyler has some things that he wants to talk about.
I do. So on Mondays, I am going to be streaming on Twitch Madden Monday mornings. I usually start around 10 a.m. I usually stream from like 10 to like 1 or 2, maybe 3, maybe 4. Really depends on how late Paula works.
Normally I get off at 4, but sometimes I stay a little bit later, and then your day's off.
Yeah, I'm off on Monday. So it really all just depends. It just the length just depends on the kids and how I feel. And
we got some people joining. What's up, y'all? Drop in the comments. Let us know how your past week was.
But on Mondays, I'm going to do Madden Monday mornings around 10 a.m. Eastern.
Are we Eastern? Yeah, we're not. I keep getting Central and Eastern mixed up. We're in Eastern now.
9 a.m. Central.
9 a.m. Central time, 10 a.m. Eastern.
Yes. Yes. Now, I might not be like exactly on at 10. It might be 10:01, 10:02, but around 10, I will be on. And on Thursdays, I'm going to start doing...
So, hang on. Before you jump into Thursday, so on Madden Mondays, tell them exactly what it is you're going to be doing, what you're going to be talking about, and why you're excited about this.
I did.
Like, you didn't go into detail about it.
I mean, there's not too much detail about it. I said on Mondays I'm going to start streaming Madden.
Yeah. And why? Because football season's coming up.
Well, yes, it is because football season's coming up.
We're getting all excited about the Tennessee.
Yes.
We rewatched the Tennessee-Alabama game today.
Even though Madden is NFL, and because there's for people that don't know, they took away college football from us in 2012. It was a very, very, very
What, on video games?
Yes. It was very, 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 very sad. They stopped
college football.
NCAA.
Oh.
National College Association.
Interesting. See, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
You know,
Cool.
They used to be really, really cool because let's say, for instance, in 2009, you would get NCAA 2009 and they had Madden 09. Now in NCAA was college, and you would start in high school, then you would go and be a college player, and you would play your 4 years. You could do the superstar, and you play your 4 years, and then you get the Madden game, and you could get drafted into the NFL. Your guy that you made and everything would have his overall and everything and get drafted into the Madden game, and then you would continue on the story in the NFL. But they also had like Dynasty and everything where you got to be the coach and you had to recruit and everything, and plus it was just college football, you know.
So if you were the coach and you could recruit, could you also play in the game, or was
yeah,
it just...
you play in the game too.
So you get to coach the game and play the game?
Yeah. But that's like playing, like controlling the whole team. The superstar thing I was talking about, where you start as a freshman and work your way up to a senior and everything, and then get drafted, you only control what position. So, for instance, if you're quarterback, you can throw the ball, you can do whatever, but after you throw the ball, like, you don't control
what happens next.
You know, the guy who
switch
caught
to another player.
Yeah, you can't switch to another player. You can't be that guy who caught the ball.
So if you pick quarterback, you're just the quarterback.
Yeah, if you're the running back, you're just the running back.
Gotcha.
But in the coaching thing, in the Dynasty, you got to control, like, you was playing, like, the whole team. Like
switch the characters. Is that what you mean?
The players. Yeah.
Players. Characters. Players. They're characters in a game. They're players in real life.
Yeah.
Characters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. But anyway, they took away that game. NCAA double football in 2012 was the last game that they made because there was some college players bitching and moaning how they weren't getting no money and blah 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 blah, and pretty much sued them, and they had to stop making them. And it has been like over 10 years, and they finally got the thing where they're going to be able to pay college players and everything for their likeness and their name and all that. And that's good and everything. And they're, you know, they got the okay, and they're making the game again after 10 years. And it's supposed to come out next year. Supposed to, but right now there's a few players still bitching and moaning and saying that the money that they are getting is not enough money.
Whiny bitches. You know how much I make a week?
Because they were complaining about how much more the NFL players were getting paid throughout the game. So hopefully we'll still get the game and everything, because like I said, I've been waiting for 10 plus years for this game, and I used to play the hell out of this game, and now the closest thing I can get to is NFL Madden. So that's why I'm streaming Madden right now, because the closest thing I can get to an updated football game by EA.
Can I just say something really quick?
Mm-hmm.
You just said something, and it just kind of made me think. Like, it's okay to want more. Like, we all want more, right? Like, there's always more to want, because, that's what this world has done to us, is make us always want more. Anyways, that's not the point I'm getting to. The point I'm getting to is we need to be learn to be grateful for what you have and what we have. These players that are becoming whiny bitches because they're not making more or they want more money or whatever the reason is just it's just ridiculous. Like they're making millions of dollars a year, and some people
Well,
can't.
these aren't. The payout was only $500 a year.
Oh, well, some people aren't even making, barely enough to survive right now. So it's just, I don't know. That just kind of just like rubs me the wrong way when people are like that.
And see, there's a lot. Most of the players and everything are like, I don't even care if I get paid. I'm just happy that the game's back, and I'm just happy that I get to be in the game, because that was the big thing is, you got excited, whenever you got into college football. As for instance, you became, you went to college and football and everything, you became a Tennessee Volunteer. It was very exciting to play the video game and see your character and everything.
Yeah.
And be in the game. So
Meow.
a lot of players are just happy just to have it back and everything, and don't even care if they get paid or not. But so on Mondays I'm going to be streaming Madden, and on Thursdays I'm going to start doing a sports show. Not really a sports show. It's just going to be on the Tennessee Volunteers football team, because I could cover everything else, but that is just a lot. So I am just going to focus on the Tennessee Volunteers football team. The season is right around the corner, so we're going to start, get you updated on what they've been doing recruiting wise, who we got, who we don't got, who's coming back, who I think we're going to beat, and I think we're going to have a wonderful season. It's going to be really tough in Florida, though. We got to go to Florida.
Now we just got to work on getting you a camera, so whenever you do, play your game, you can see yourself, or they can see you.
Yeah.
Vice versa and all that good stuff.
But yeah, this year Tennessee has to go to Florida, and that always really, really, really sucks. So I don't know what they got going on in Florida, some voodoo or whatever, but we haven't won in Florida in a very, very long time. Hold on, we're going to have to give a timeout real quick.
For the quick interruption there.
Yep.
Our 5-year-old wanted to pay us a little visit. She wanted a hug.
And I always have time for a hug.
That's another reason why I'm ready for school to start back. She'd be asleep by now.
Yeah. Before she starts school, I want to keep her butt up as late. She wants to stay up to 3 a.m. 5, girl. We're gonna stay up. We're gonna stay up till the sun's shining. You going to?
Ain't no sunshine when
because you know what?
gone.
That's gonna be the most peaceful day for you. She's gonna be sleeping all day.
Anytime she goes away.
But you know what you do then? You wake her up. You wake her up early. You won't let her sleep for like an hour or two. You wake her up. You keep her up. You don't let her sleep. And so come 7 p.m. or whatever, she's ready for bed. She's begging you. Can I go to bed?
Coca-Cola. Good stuff. Just need to pour a little bit Jack in there and we'll be good to go. Jack, go. Jack, go.
Jack, Jim, they're good guys.
They're very good men.
Tennessee and Kentucky.
They've done a lot of good things for this world. A lot of bad things too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've created a few things.
Yeah. Helped in the creation of a few things.
Yeah.
Oh, we had someone pop on. What's up, y'all? Hello, welcome. And let us know how your past week was, how your 4th of July was. We were just letting everybody know a little bit ago how our 4th of July was. So go ahead and drop in the comments. Let us know how your 4th of July was. We'd love to know. Love to hear from you.
And
love to see who is hopping on and viewing.
And we were also talking about her low tea shop and how I'm going to do Madden Monday morning.
Oh my God, Val, go. My dog's trying to crawl up here. No.
Madden Monday mornings on Monday at 10 a.m.
With KW.
With KW.
On Twitch.
Yeah, because GS is going to be working.
I'll be working. I'll be a busy bee. That's why our show is called Busy Bee, because we have been some busy bees here lately.
But you can catch me on Twitch almost every day. I try to Twitch every day between like 10 a.m. and 4. Whenever she's working and everything. And on Sundays, whenever she's off, it's random.
He does a variety of things.
It might pop up on, random. We might be streaming Crash. I might not stream on Sundays and just do the Tyler.
Switch it up a little bit.
Just do the Tyler and Paula show. But
hey, just hop on and just talk about your sports.
Yeah, well, that's going to be on Thursdays. And I'm going to need your help to get this set up so I can do it on here. Well, I could just do it on Twitch.
You could do either one. This is really easy. You just click a couple buttons and go.
Yep.
Maybe. Oh, who is it? What they say? Hey, it's Shelby. Shelby! Hi, Shelby! How did you do that earlier where you pulled the comments up?
I went over to the chat.
Oh. Hey, it's Shelby.
She's using buckets.
What you been up to, girl? How was your 4th of July? I've been watching, but my phone wouldn't let me chat. So I got it on Tyler's. Very cool. Well, at least we got you on here. So glad you're hopping on. So good to hear from you. I miss you. Hope I get to see you soon. We've just been chatting about us being some busy bees here lately. We got a lot going on. A lot more to come, too. So I'm really excited. We've had, oh, my God, hand, foot, and mouth. It's been terrible. Look.
I got hand, foot, and mouth. What's terrible?
No, it's like a virus.
Oh. Is it on your hands, foot, and your mouth?
Mm-hmm. That's where you can get it. I don't exactly know what it is. She could probably tell you more about it. I think she's told me she's had it before. I can't remember. Someone's told me that they've had it or they knew someone that had it before, but I can't remember exactly what it is. It's some kind of virus, but I think you have to I think it could be contagious. I don't know. But I hope it heals and y'all get to feeling better soon. First rodeo. So glad. Well, hopefully it'll be the last rodeo. That's just, I don't even know. I bet it sucks though.
It's probably because it was during our smoke sesh.
I don't know.
Because she said that she couldn't see us.
It's like chicken pox. Gah! Never had the chicken pox. Never want the chicken pox.
Oh, good God. You never had the chicken pox.
Never had the chicken pox.
I've had the chicken pox. Now I don't have to worry about the other thing.
What is it? Starts with an S.
Shingles.
It's like in your blood or whatever. Yeah, if you don't have the chicken pox.
Yeah, you're going to have to worry about chicken. You're going to have to worry about shingles.
Shingles.
That's a whole lot worse because you'll be old.
What if I don't get shingles, though?
Well, I mean, you're good, but there's a very high risk. It's either high risk or you will get them. I don't know which one it is, but the way I was told to it was you rather get chicken pox and deal with it while you're younger and everything where you can't really remember it.
Got it from the beach. They went to the beach and then come home sick. What the? Oh, my God. So we need to call the place where you went to the beach at and let them know so they can go out there and go Lysol the entire beach. Just Lysol that whole thing, like one of those plain crop duster things.
In the water.
Fill it with Lysol. Just Lysol it all.
It's probably in the water.
Something. Clean it. Clean the beach.
But yeah, if you, they told me if you get chicken pox, you're younger and everything, you won't remember it, and you're young, and it's easier to handle versus when you're old, and it'll hit you whenever you're like old, like.
My mom had the chicken pox when she was a kid. She said she was probably like, I don't know, 7 or 8.
Yeah, that's about the time I had. I was probably like either between either 5 or 6.
She said it was pretty bad.
It's not that bad. I mean, you're just itchy.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't hardly remember it, but like I said, I was a kid and everything. But whenever I'm old and everything, I already ache and everything.
I will say this.
I'm only getting weaker. I ain't getting stronger.
I've never had the chicken pox, but I have had scabies. Do you know what scabies are?
Sounds like rabies.
Scabies fucking suck. Just gonna tell you that right now. They fucking suck. I had them for probably like 2 days, maybe 3, and didn't know that that's what it was. Like my entire body from head to toe was just itchy, just constant scratching. There was no mosquito bites, nothing I could see. I didn't understand what it was, why I was itching. I tried taking hot showers and scrubbing my skin. I tried taking hot baths and scrubbing my skin, and nothing worked. So I didn't know what to do. So I went to the doctor, and the doctor, she I don't know exactly, I can't remember exactly what she did, but she was like, you have scabies. And I was like, well, what the fuck is scabies? And she's like, scabies, get this, scabies are these little bugs. They're microscopic. Like you cannot see them with the human eye, and they get in your skin and burrow under your skin, and they start eating away, and they lay eggs, and it's disgusting. It's disgusting.
Eggs in
they lay eggs in your skin, and they make babies, and then it's kind of like how fleas reproduce like really fast and everything. Scabies are like that, and once you get them on you, they spread and they get everywhere, and it comes to the point where if you rub up against somebody like that, they could get it, and that's what happened. Me got it. I got it, and the person we do not like to speak of, he got it too, and it was really bad. And so when the doctor told me that, I was absolutely disgusted. I wanted to go instantly throw up. And she's like,
want to throw that nasty.
Yeah, I was like, okay, so what am I supposed to do? How do I get rid of it? Like the bugs under your skin. Yes.
Making sure you
she gave me this.
Showed the scabies.
Are you itchy?
You're making me itchy. Think about it.
She gave me this tube. It was probably this big. It was this cream. This looks like a thing of hydrocortisone cream. Whatever, however you pronounce it. Anyways, yeah. I can't remember exactly what it was, but she said you take it and you put it all over your skin, do a nice layer of it, really get it on there, and so put it over your entire body. So I did that. And then I did it, and then the other guy did it, and we left it on there. You're supposed to leave it on there for I can't remember how long, but we left it on there, and she said afterwards, go soak in a bathtub for a good little while, and then wash everything off, make sure you get all the residue off and everything. And then afterwards, you shouldn't be itchy anymore. And if you are, then, you need to do another round. But after doing that, I was not itchy anymore. The itchiness went away. We washed all the, sheets and everything before we did it. And then we, lathered up in that shit and sat for a while. And we did a little bit of, you know what I mean? While we waited, and then we bathed, and we were good afterwards. It was good. We were good. Got rid of the scabies. It was great, but scabies fucking suck.
Yeah.
Didn't have welts all over my body or anything. It just was just constant scratching everywhere. I'm getting itchy now.
I ain't making me itchy. Talk about it. Acid bugs.
But yeah, on the other hand, we're done. That's over with. That was years ago. We don't have chicken pox. We don't have scabies. And we do hope that the Puckett family gets to feeling better and gets rid of this hand, foot, and mouth, because that's got to suck, being itchy and everything. And I hope y'all all heal, and I will pray for y'all's healing. I love you guys. I miss you guys. And I hope we get to see you guys very soon. But yeah, busy bees. We got a lot of things happening. Had a lot of things happening. We had a really crazy busy schedule there for a while, because it's just kind of, I haven't worked for so long, and then
She started working. She's like, oh.
I hopped back in the work field, and I was like diving in head first, man. Like I was going out. He was working me. He told me when he hired me, he was like, "You're probably only gonna get like 20 hours a week." 2-3 weeks later, I was at like 40 something hours a week. I was like, this is nice. And that was because our other day drivers quit. And so I was the only day driver. So it became nice. I've been the only day driver. Still don't have another day driver. He's hired a bunch of people and they've all fucking quit. Not all of them, but a lot of them. And so we had to do a bunch of like rehires. And I mean, that's cool and everything, but I don't know. But I'm also like trying to take the steps to become a manager. So I'm hoping that, he's going to make me manager here soon because he just had a manager quit. He did just hire a manager. This guy has had 9 years of chef experience, which is freaking cool. But I know the store almost, like I've been there almost 4 months now. And I do probably more. I've even had a manager tell another worker this. He told this other worker that he was basically saying that I do more work in one day than he does in a week at that store. And he even looked at the guy and was like, if she was offered my job as a general assistant manager, she would probably take it. And I just kind of was like, I didn't say anything, but I look at him and I shook my head and I was like, yeah, I would. And then, so this other manager that quit and moved, he's like in love with her or whatever. So he's talking about moving to go be with her. And so if he quits, I'm hoping he's going to make, my general manager is going to make me a manager. Even then, he said that he's probably still going to make me a manager even if he doesn't quit. So I'm hoping that works out because I would really like to, make some more money. And I even told him, I was like, since you don't have a day driver right now, you won't have to, completely cut me out as day driver. Like I would still drive and then, be manager some days. So the days that I am off and everything, like one of the managers, the assistant manager, like he will come in and he will do the driving. And I think it's like to the point where if they train me to become a manager, I would probably be better at his job than what he's doing or what has been doing. I'm not trying to say that he does a bad job. He does his job, but there's like, those extra things he could do that would help out the store and, the other, the top manager, and he just doesn't do it. And
in other words, success has been chasing him. He has always been faster.
There you go. And I don't know. I don't really understand why he just doesn't give a shit to try and do more. But I always go the extra mile. I've always done that. I just try and do those little extra things, like cleaning a wall, for instance. Like you walk past this wall every day. It's where they make the pizza sauce, and pizza sauce splatters all over this wall. I waited for 2 weeks before I cleaned that wall to see if anyone would do it. Did anyone freaking touch it? No. I went over there. I fucking scrubbed the shit out of it. I do those little extra things, and everyone sees it. So, I mean, they know I work my ass off, and he has told me more than once. That general manager that I was just talking about, not the general manager, the general assistant manager, he even asked me the other day. It was just me and him in the store. He was looking at me and he was like, have you ever thought about becoming a manager? Or he asked me if I had manager experience. And I was like, no. And he goes, well, have you ever thought about becoming one? And I was like, well, I've never really had the, opportunity. And he was like, well, that's when he told me, that he was probably going to be moving. And if he moved, then, he thought that I would be a really good replacement for him because I do go the extra mile. And I was like, that made me feel really good. I was like, dang. Like, but he is 20.
Makes good money too.
He's 22 years old. Yeah. He said he brings home about $3,000 a month. I mean, that's not exactly where I want to be, but that's also not bad. That
$1,000 paychecks.
I'm not going to complain. Like that's going to, be pretty nice.
Yeah, but you can literally pay rent and still you can get a car then.
He's 22 years old. So, I mean, I just feel like he just doesn't feel like he has to have that responsibility. But I feel like also, like, I mean, even the other day, you know, Saturday when I was there, like they were all messing around and joking around and everything. And he was even telling Adam, you know, how some days, like, he just doesn't do shit. And he knows he makes it hard for Adam. That was the bad thing. He sat there and said it in front of Adam. And Adam just kind of like shrugged it off his shoulders. I'm sorry, I'm saying his name. I didn't mean to say his name. Anyways, and I was just kind of like, dang, dude, like, I mean, I know y'all are buddies and everything, but you can't be like that in a place of work. Like, outside of work is totally cool. You know, mess around, pick, that's totally fine. Like, in your place of work, like, it's cool to pick and everything, but not to that point. Not to the point where you're making someone else's job harder. I just think that's so wrong.
Yeah.
And I just know if he trained me to become general manager, like, I would blow his ass out the fucking water.
Yeah.
Adam's life would change if he made me manager. Because I would make things so much easier. Fucking the general assistant manager shows up hours late. Not hours, probably an hour late. This has happened twice now that I've been there. I mean, I've been late. Yes, I've been late only to the maximum of 10 minutes. I've never been more than 10 minutes late. And 2 times in the past 4 months, he's been over an hour late. Twice. And he's a manager. He was supposed to be there opening up the store. And I was sitting there outside the store waiting for him to get there. And I'm just like, this is so unprofessional. Like, if I'm going to beat the manager here, why don't you just freaking make me the manager? Like, at least I'm going to be here.
Yeah.
And he knows I'm going to be there. I told Adam. I was like, I'm not going anywhere, and you can rely on me. I said, if you need things done, tell me, and I will do it. I want to take on that responsibility. I want to help you out. I told him, I said, anything I can do to help you, let me know. Because, I mean, he's stressed out all the fucking time. Most of the days, he is pissed the fuck off all day. There's some days, like, I'll work with him, like, we don't even talk. Because he's just that, you know, he's just that frustrated. There's things that, you know, the general assistant manager was supposed to do. There's things that the closing manager was supposed to do. There's things that didn't get done. I walk in, I want to say 85% of the time, and there's trash everywhere. There's leftover pizza boxes, drinks everywhere, receipts everywhere, bags everywhere, just shit everywhere, pizza kit, like, just shit everywhere because people don't fucking do shit. And it really pisses me off. And so I go in there, I clean up people's shit, and then I do what I'm supposed to do on top of everybody else's job that was supposed to do shit the night before that didn't do it. So I just feel like they should make me a manager. I've done talked to Adam about it. He said he's thought about it. The only thing that's held him back was the fact, I've done said his name again, but the only thing that was holding it back or whatever was the fact that I am his only day driver.
Yep.
And he didn't have another one. But if he promoted me and demoted Nathan, he would have a day driver. Give Nathan the day driver job since he wants to show up an hour late to work.
And we're probably going to have to wrap this up.
The baby has awoken, and we have been on here for about an hour. But I do appreciate everyone that has joined us. It has been great chatting with you guys, catching everybody up, letting y'all know what we've been up to and our future plans. Make sure you catch Tyler
tomorrow
on Monday for his Madden Monday
morning
and Monday morning Madden show, whatever.
Say it 3 times fast.
It's a tongue twister for sure. But y'all make sure and catch him. He's going to be going live at 10 a.m. EST, and again Thursday. On Thursday.
Well, I'll be streaming every day.
Every day, but Mondays and Thursdays are going to be his special days.
Well, Mondays just because, you know, it's Monday, so why not Mad Monday? And on Thursday, I'm going to do my show. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet.
But he's going to have another little sports show.
Yeah, it's going to be about the Tennessee Volunteers football team. That's all it's going to be about.
Go Big Orange.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop. But yeah, so that's going to be on Thursdays.
And then every other day, I might stream Red Dead or Indiana Jones or Minecraft, or I might build a city, or, you know, just, it ain't going to be long. It'll be like 10 to 2 or whatever. But every day around 10 to 2, I will be on streaming.
And on Sundays, we're going to start back doing our podcast again. We're going to try and start it around 9. With it being summertime, like I said, hours have been crazy with our 5-year-old. She just does not want to go to bed sometimes. Like right now, she's still up. She just got up and ran to the bathroom and ran back to the bedroom.
But she was good.
She was good. But yeah, so we're going to try and be doing this around 9. So y'all try and catch us next Sunday live at 9 a.m. or 9 p.m. Sorry. And then we will be sharing our podcast onto Spotify. I'm going to try and get it uploaded tomorrow. It'll probably be later, probably around, I want to say 6 p.m. when I get home and I can actually work on it and everything and then get it uploaded. So catch us on Spotify tomorrow if you catch our replay.
And if you're not already, go on Twitch. If you don't have it download Twitch, or you can just go to twitch.com and you can find my shows and the Tyler Paul show and everything on KWGS. Just go to the search bar, type KW_GS.
Boom.
And it's a golden circle. It has a golden outline and then black, and it says KWGS.
Super easy to find. Go ahead and give us a follow. We'd love to, give you a follow back. And yeah, hope to catch you on Monday, Thursdays, and Sundays for guaranteed sure. And every other day, catch something random. But catch us Sunday for our Tyler and Paula show, and we will be back then for sure. Thank you guys for hopping on tonight and chatting with us, catching up with us. We do love and appreciate you guys very much. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye.